All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do the last issue of this horrible, horrible comic book. This is All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy 1, issue number 10. And the reason that it's the last, but it's not the last, and I'm going to explain why it's the last, by Frank Miller and Jim Lee and Scott Williams and Alex Sinclair. It's... I'm having my hands on my face just a second ago. It's awful. It's definitely one of the worst, if not the worst Batman book I've ever read. And so we're going to go in. So first of all, we have Captain James Gordon, a hard man, a good cop. Good cop. So he is here talking, right? So I thought he's talking to the Batman or talking to someone else. No, except for this homeless person. There is nobody here, and he talks into himself about, I don't know, Superman or something, and then about Lois Lane, about his crappy life, and it goes on for 4 pages. And the whole point is that one of his, I don't know, young officers called Stavros bought a piece of cardboard to him, and tonight he stole it. Why are you stealing it? You are the captain? Why did you steal it? The reason that, so this Catwoman, so Stavros is, wants to help her, and he says, hey, you need to give this piece of cardboard, although it looks, to the Batman, right? And he's still talking, by the way. And instead of doing something with that, he just throws it into the harbor because according to him, it's not worth his time or a nickel of the taxpayer's money, right? Because he thinks it's just one of lunatics in tights writing to another. So we have this whole page about a guy that just talks to himself loudly about a guy that just met Catwoman, and Catwoman says, yeah, because also Joker wants to recruit her. How she got hurt, don't know. So I think, okay, we're going to skip this part. But then suddenly just Batman found the cardboard piece of... How? How again? Don't know. I mean, what are you doing here just jumping into the harbor and get this piece of cardboard? Isn't this easier to, I don't know, go to the rooftop, use the bat signal, and just give it to Batman and Robin? Why go to all this hassle? And then he also complains about that Batman didn't thank him. Maybe you should just go to the harbor and throw it in there in the first place. So this guy says, hey, it's your wife, sir. All right, so there's a problem with his wife. She's been drinking, and I don't know. I think, is this really relevant or important? All right. And then we go ads. And then we go to this. And with this, I mean nothing. Because if you pause the video and you try to read what's here on screen, it's just all crap. I mean, this whole Batman book, he is unlikable. He is sadistic. He's cruel. He is totally out of character. He is a POS. Yes, that, right? And Robin is becoming just like him. I mean, he adopted him. He just abused him. He's shouting at Alfred. I don't know. So I thought, okay, this is just more useless exposition. No. We're going to do this again. More talking. I mean, like I said, just you pause the video and you tell me this is good writing. I mean, I didn't even read it for the most part because it's just all trash, right? It's just all trash. It goes nowhere. It doesn't push the story forward. And we do another one. We have some cool art some good arts, not so cool, but by Jim Lee. And it's just waste of pages. Why don't you tell me what the story is? Why don't you just, talk about how Selina just got hurt and that he's worried about her or something like that. Or maybe that the Joker is free, wants to kill him. Exactly. But no, we just oh no, we have some cool shots in here. And then another splash page, by the way, he founds her, and the what's on the cardboard was that the first time. I knew what she meant and where. Our first time here, in my first bat cave, here, where I lived on rats and I proved I didn't need Wayne's billions. We made a mess of things, Selena and I did, that night. A sweaty, dirty, glorious mess. What the hell is this writing? What do you mean you eat rats? What the crap is this? Is this... You are Bruce Wayne. You inherit the money from your parents. Why would you... Just stress. Okay, Robin says, hey, Alfred, bring the helicopter. It's just... Oh, my God. Ads. God of War. Great game, by the way. But it's on PSP. No, it doesn't matter. And then we go to more talking, where... And I know Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, is stealing a skateboard, and she is, fighting drug users, something like that, right? And then she's doing this. Now, as a skateboard rider myself, I have a longboard, and I have a video on my channel. It's the only skateboard video I have. A lot of people watched it, so that's one of my better videos, although it has nothing to do with comics, by the way. But if you go to my channel, subscribe and like my videos, etc., this YouTube stuff. But if you want to go to see what I'm talking about, I made an unboxing video about a longboard. You can find it on my channel. If you skate real fast and you bump into somebody, it's not that this is happening, by the way, because this is not a motored vehicle, right? It doesn't have weight. So if you bump into an object, the chances are high that your skateboard is flying away, or you just bounce back, or possibly both, right? Because this is a very light thing. This is not something you can run into people. You can do it, but this is not the outcome at all. If you bump into people, probably a guy or a girl just, jumps a centimeter or a couple of centimeters just forward and then turns around and say, you idiot, what are you doing? Why are you bumping into me with a skateboard? All right. And then she is just skateboarding away because the crowd doesn't like drug users and they take care of them. Okay. How do you know there was... Okay, it doesn't matter. And then we have more talking. And again, I just read a couple of this, and it's just the same crap as it's just the same. It's just the same crap, right? And it's just talking and talking and talk. Look at this dialogue. And it has nothing to do with any progression of this whole book. Now, the worst is yet to come, by the way. Sort of. I don't know, man. It goes nowhere. Nowhere. And this is good looking. I believe this is definitely Adam Hughes art, right? I guess looks great. And so more useless stuff, right? Laughing, crazy. Anyway, so this is more side content, right? About someone who crashed a car, blood. And he says, hey, you wife made a half-mile serve, face planted outside a quick mark, ambulance word. Basically, she drunk and drive, right? And she's in a hospital. Then Barbara somehow decided to go back because she's seeing that the mob is trying to kill this drug users. This is never going to happen in real life, by the way. I mean, we've been brainwashed to be docile, because if somebody is doing something like that, people can just stab random people, punch random people, and the police are doing nothing, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-police. I'm far from him. It's good that we have police, but the state of the world right now, it's crazy. So, and then she's getting punched in the face by a random guy. Then the police comes and says, hey, you need to get out of here. And she's getting arrested. Yes, she's getting arrested. I mean, there's tons of other scenarios that could have happened, right? Instead of, oh, I'm going to steal a skateboard from drug users and then the mob is taking care of them and I'm going back because the mob is taking care of them and that's the bad thing, right? Because people could get hurt or killed. All right, okay, so she's in a hospital and so this officer or this agent, police guy comes and says, hey, it's your daughter. And he says, nah, I call her back. But he says, it's important. He says, nah, call her back. Okay, I can, because his wife is in. And then we have a whole dialogue about his wife needs to detox and she needs to be taken care of and she needs to stay in a hospital. And then he finally turns his attention to his daughter and she says, no, don't use your badge. I deserve it. Batman was right. And he says, does mom know yet that she is actually Batgirl because she did it because Batman looks cool? She said, no, she's in the hospital. She'll be okay. I don't know, man. It's just, she's facing a death sentence the day she leaves, right? She's not okay, dude. So she go out and get drunk again. She's gotten really bad about that, Daddy. So I'm doing my best. I know you will. Dad, it's none of my business, but you should call Sarah. That'll help. So Sarah, it's the woman that he's cheating his wife on, right? What was that again in the beginning? He's a good cop? Fuck that. And then he says, she says, how Barbara knows about Sarah is beyond me. Yeah, beyond me too, because we don't know how she knows that you are sleeping with another woman. And this whole page is about him calling his mistress, his oh my God. And he wants to talk to another person very badly. And he's miles from here, probably Batman. Why? I don't know. He's just, you don't like Batman. Why do you want to talk to him? So this is a horrible book. So it says then continued. And I said, wait a minute. I have all the books, right? I mean, it says here there is an issue 11. Newsflash, there isn't. This book was canceled. I didn't know that. So I bought a series secondhand. I didn't know that. I mean, the seller said, hey, we got a complete edition here, which was true. But what I didn't know that the series was freaking canceled because of low sales, bad reception, and other factors as well. I don't know why. I have to look it up. But something along the way like that. So we did 10 issues about one of the most shittiest books I've ever read. Personal opinions, but it's true. So it's not a person. It's a fact. It's a genuine fact about this. It's just bad. It's just really, really bad. I mean, what are you thinking, dude? That this could be? It's an edgelord's wet dream, right? It's. I want to say that word, but I'm not going to say it. Anyway, I'm stopping here because I'm going into rant mode here, which I'm not want to do it because it's not worth my time and your time. You all know how I think about this. Don't touch this book. Don't buy it. Not even secondhand. It doesn't. It's not even finished. It's crap. It's the worst iteration of Batman and Robin. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Thank you so much for watching as always. I see you later. Bye.